Well, we discussed for a number of times with Minister Luhut on a creation of new type of investment vehicles in Indonesia to accelerate investment into the infrastructure in Indonesia. So many different separate projects now going on. And also we are now doing cooperation with the U.S. The U.S. entity named USDFC.
Oh, the new one.
New one. And President of USDFC, Adam Bora, visited Jakarta early January. And before going to Jakarta, he dropped by my office in Tokyo, and we coordinated with him. And so Americans do not have many experience in doing investment in Indonesia. Therefore, that many Americans is now rely on us because we have a tripartite cooperation agreement between U.S., Japan, and Australia on a free and open Indo-Pacific. And Indonesia, for United States, Indonesia is one of the most important targeted countries in ASEAN right now. That's why he visited Jakarta. And we discussed with Minister Luhut on the idea of the creation of a new type of entity which invests in infrastructure, in many infrastructure in Indonesia by establishing a sovereign wealth fund. And I asked him in December, by the way, where's sovereign wealth come from in Indonesia? He said that it's a state-owned enterprise, state-owned enterprise. So it means that the state-owned enterprise will inject their own property or cash to a new entity to be created. So, and they already discussed with United Arab Emirates because they have a sovereign wealth fund, in particular Abu Dhabi Emirates. And also we have many cooperation with the Abu Dhabi for many years. Therefore, that we know Abu Dhabi better than many of the Indonesians. Therefore, that I made some advice to Minister Luhut, and one of Abu Dhabi's sovereign wealth fund. We already have some interest in cooperation with Indonesia, but I said that everything that's going to the Abu Dhabi is not good, because Indonesian government has some of guidance in terms of allocation of capital, so that I proposed to him to have a core GP structure. GP means general partner. In a fund structure, there are two players. One is a general partner, the other one is a limited partner. So limited partner rely on any of GP general partner on any decision making of investment. So in other words, limited partner will only deploy capital to the fund. That's it. And general partner will make investment. This is a structure. Therefore, I proposed to him that Luhut that why not create a core GP with Japan, Indonesia, and maybe with Abu Dhabi if it's necessary to have a new entity. That's my proposal.
Okay, what's this new entity will be called?
No, it's originally Minister Luhut said that these ideas come from the President Joko. So that, but we have investment vehicles, so we can help Indonesian to establish new entity. And also we discussed this with Minister Erick Thohir, and also Minister Sri Mulyani as well.
Okay, so this new entity is not only for the new capital, but also other projects.
New capital is a separate issue.
Separate issues. Okay.
Separate issue. If once it's established, they can invest into the established, build up the new capital. But a long a long term project. It's not be built so quickly.
Okay.
It takes more time.
Okay. So for Indonesia's projects, what projects that might interest GBIC?
Well, this is a high quality infrastructure we are deploying in Japanese cutting edge technology. In the energy sector, infrastructure like tolling road, and also that development of the port facility and airport. And one of them, the Jakarta-Surabaya high-speed rail. But we need to. I already share that the project in Thailand to the President Joko. And in Thailand, the project name is the 3 Airport Ring Project. Total distance is linked with 3 airports. 2 airports in Bangkok, 1 airport in southeast part. And the total right of way distance from right of way is 220 kilometers. So that Jakarta-Surabaya is much longer, right? And in the case of the Thailand, the high-speed rail is based upon of the European system, European train control system. Both Japan and China cooperate on this platform. So ETCS, European Train Control System. And rolling stock will come from Europe. And China, Japan, it's the first time China and Japan to work together in the project. So China accepted using a European train control system. Secondly, I proposed to China to base upon 5 conditions. Without these 5 conditions, we can't cooperate, I said. 5 conditions are transparency, inclusiveness, viability of the project, sustainability of the debt, rule of the law. 5 conditions, and China accepted. So that I share my experience with President Joko, so that this case in Thailand is the maximum speed is 250 kilometers per hour. So it's a real high speed.
Yes. How about in Indonesia?
Well, it's still very preliminary stage, but now current assumption is 160 kilometers per hour. This is not high speed. So I suggested to Minister Budi that how Indonesia may consider the same idea what the Thailand is now doing.
So how about the amount of the investment? If we make the train faster, will it cost more too?
No, now it depends on the feasibility. So it's very, very preliminary stage. So we need to make a due diligence based upon that the investor grade feasibility study, but not yet made.
Okay. Things that we can look forward in the near future is the creation of the sovereign wealth fund, using your experience and knowledge.
Yeah, hydropower is one of renewable energy, which is a good because of the trend of ESG. So not using hydrocarbon. This hydropower is we have a lot of the project in hydropower, but it's not so easy because the construction dam, for example, that we have to pay due attention to that relocation of the people who live in the originally, the indigenous people, and other environmental impact we have to be considered.
Okay, so it's also very preliminary.
Yeah.
So how about the new project about moving our capital to Kalimantan? GBIC will also.
No, I don't know detail about the idea, but it's a long-term project. It's a long-term project, and to Eastern Kalimantan. Now I understand that necessity because Jakarta is a too much population density and heavy traffic jam. Therefore, that it makes sense to relocate some governmental facility to outside Jakarta. But Eastern Kalimantan is very far away from Java, so that I don't know to what extent it's feasible.
So, Mr. Maeda, so you know that Indonesia will launch Omnibus Law very soon as a long-time partner of investment of Indonesia. What do you expect from this?
Well, Indonesia is one of the most important countries for Japan. So we try to do the best to contribute to the nation building, including the relocation of the capital city to the Eastern Kalimantan. But at the same time, we need some idea like Sovereign Wealth Fund to expedite the investment, and also that the expect the more foreign direct investment from others. And now U.S. is now embarking on, which is good.
So, is there any changes that you would love to see for Indonesia so we will be more competitive as an investment destination?
Yeah, and as a G20 last year in Osaka, we agreed to have a G20 quality infrastructure discipline. So that based upon this discipline, this is the same as I referred to the 5 conditions. Therefore, that this is good for everybody. Indonesia is a big country in ASEAN, that's a big customer to us. And therefore, that we try the best to support you in an efficient manner.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tadashi Maeda,
Thank you.
Governor of JBIC.